Greetings, visitors of Lycan Air. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, Episode 20, Beggar Brawl. So one of the ideas that I had is I would like to incorporate some of this area for an insula at some point. But with that said, it might also be a good place for a barn. Looking at terrain affordance, there is fertile soils that I could try to incorporate into a barn. I'm just brainstorming. And I might separate it out. Like, it might make sense to have the horses in the inner city walls because they're strategic war animals, whereas like the ducks and the cows are further out because they are not strategic war animals. That's at least my current train of thought, but I'm not sure I'm gonna adhere to that necessarily. Time will tell. But we do have potential hay growing zones here, or also dandelions, and then a growing zone here, and then on top of both growing zones there are steam geysers adjacent to them, which would be pretty convenient for self-heated barns. The only problem with self-heated barns is if I'm feeding the animals perishables, they will, of course, the perishables will perish in a heated barn. But that's probably the direction I'm going. And then also opens up this entire area for an insula. For one of the insula that we could build. And we could build potentially another insula up here, you know, or an insula by the lake. But yeah, I think I'm going to use the fertile soil grounds, and not this one, because this one is, you know, too close to the main entryway, and the animals will get shot by bows and the like. But use these two zones, and then we can also plant food that would be a supplement to the animals. Still have a few sections of the outer walls left to do, though. I don't know what happened to you, Vazbobo, but you got super suppressed since the last I checked. Someone had a very stern talking with you, I think, and scared the living obedience into you. Works for me. All right, and they are going to Shona. So Shona, I think the character details redemption is redeemable. Yes, if you want to name them, you are welcome to with the Chenaport redemption. All right, limestone coming down from the sky. That's fun. So there's about 100 sections left to do. It's not too bad. The gods might want a statue out of limestone? Yeah, maybe. Cheers. So yeah, I think that's my idea for the barn is what we're going to go with. And I am going to build it out of... I'm going to build the horse stables out of stone, as it is more a building of war. And then I'm going to build the other ones intentionally out of lesser materials, as they're not buildings of war. Right, bud? Actually, that should be a stone archway, shouldn't it? Let's fix that. So what I need to do is make the... Well, actually, I don't need to necessarily make the area large enough to not be superheated by the geyser. All I would need to do is to tap the geothermal heat of the geyser and have it either potentially vent or not vent out. So, something like this. So what I'm doing over here is I'm trying to make it so that it looks as if the people in the main dining area can put their horses in the stable more easily. So a stable, something like that. I think that'll work. It's a good use of space. So we'll start on building that one, and then I'll work on the other one too. In fact, given that the wall project is a priority, I'm gonna pause on the most of the construction that requires granite out here, so that we finish this up first. We're getting close to having the walls done. Alright, how's our meat? Meat's actually pretty good. Grill foods are fine. Slave food is fine. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. And that's a lot of grazing area. Meaning that I can start pivoting away from supplying, you know, hay. And they'll be able to eat the stuff we graze on. Good. Okay. Saunas is just about done. And I'm going to research pemmican because it was the runner-up. Because polling's broken, so I can't actually poll you guys about that. without having to retype everything, which is not fun. Male and female separation. That is a good idea. Ooh. Maxis and Tranlamry are a couple. Maxis, you old dog. Okay. I mean, I didn't expect it, but sure. We will get a bed. So male-female separation. Yeah, let's do that. I really only have one mare, I think. Is that right? Yeah, I really only have one mare. So... let's have a secondary barn here for the mare. And then a much smaller paddock. Oops. I don't really need the explosion of foals. And this doesn't need access, because mostly we're going to be riding stallions, not mares. Well, I'm making a double bed for the new couple. Oh, it's already excellent. And that also means that Tranlamry probably needs to be put on a night owl schedule just like Maxis. Because otherwise they will never actually sleep together. In fact, it's relatively impressive that they even became a couple at all. Just because of the whole sleep schedule thing. Generally, if you want to keep people apart, setting them on totally opposite sleep schedules is a pretty good way to do it, but not this time. I am surprised. Plus, the age differences make their relationship relatively uncommon, as they are like 20 years apart. But hey, this was ancient Rome. They did some ancient Roman things, you know? A Balkans trader coming in. So, I definitely want to sell some of the ambrosia that we have, because it's basically spoiling. And maybe we'll be able to buy something that we need. But I somehow doubt it. Unfortunately for me, right as they arrived, Scipia and Darius, who are our best socialites, just turned. Maybe I'll have Ray do the trading. Because I don't want them sticking around too long. They're going to muck up the place pretty quick. I mean, it's already happening. They really don't have much that I'm eager to buy. Guess I'll just buy some bear meat to balance the budget. So, here's the ambrosia that we were going to sell. Just so that it doesn't waste and spoil. And then the other thing that I could do here is run a gift. I don't think I need any opium in our colony. Like, I don't want to encourage people to necessarily be doing opium. So we'll gift some out and dismiss them. Buying jerky? No, it's fine. I Iona. All right. Or Ionis. The southern wall has very few sections left. Great. It'd be nice to have double layer protected walls. I certainly will feel a lot safer. So all the materials have already been put down. Come on, polling, please work. No. Okay, fine. Be like that. Another dry thunderstorm. One of the disadvantages of monopolizing almost all the physical space in a given map tile is, like, lightning is just about guaranteed to mess you up. It's also one of the reasons why almost all of our buildings are made of stone, so that if it does hit us, it's not as much of a problem. Oh, cows are out. Thanks, lightning. At least it didn't hit the cow. Could be worse. So if lightning hits a cow, is it just like Jupiter beef? It's got to be a term for it, right? As much as I like the aesthetics of the potted plants here in the Pantheon, I'd rather the people be more free to do more productive production. So I'm lifting that. Nope, don't walk away from that. Finish. Okay, if I am not mistaken, the middle city walls are now done. And the behind the walls zoning can be updated again. So there's like the super safe, and then the fairly safe. That's a big update. It also means that Maxis is going to be able to wander a lot further out, which is probably not a good thing given his movement speed, but that's fine. So current priority: build permanent barns. Because all the barns up until now have been makeshift. There is continual thunderstorms. My only worry about all the, like, ramped up thunder and lightning is because fire fighting is such a high priority. My concern is that the pawns will spend so much time in transit trying to get out to firefighting that that they don't spend their time wisely as a result. I'll have to keep an eye on that to make sure that that isn't the case. But something tells me it might be. I'm gonna change the layout of this just a little bit. have planned better. But luckily we have a lot of granite and a lot of cloth, so it's not a big deal. I don't really need the mayor's bedroom or stable all that large. But I did want to introduce access to it from the triclinium. Another prepare while raid. All right. Two ranged, the rest are melee. Probably going to use roughly the same tactic as before. As our wealth goes up, obviously we are attracting attention. Quite a lot of it. I'm not going to use the outer city walls yet, or the middle city walls, just because they're physically far enough away that we're already flooding them in here. Oh, I'm a little bit worried about the Beggar seeking alms, though. They're probably not allied with the incoming enemies. Yep, my concern was sound. Travelers harmed. I couldn't have gotten out there in time, even if I wanted to. Maybe I could try to save one of them, but I'm not at fault. When you're outside of our walls, you're not under our protection. That's pretty reasonable. So who we have here? We have got a psychopath body. Oh, nope, he's dead. Misogynist, slow-alerted, greedy kind. So there's really no one coming in immediately that I would want to try to enslave. Another psychopath. That's how somehow doesn't surprise me. Psychopath, slowpoke, tortured artist, psychopath, slob, cannibal. Okay, wow, you're really sending your best to me. Truly the A-team. Alright, I'm going to stop shooting them. We do have the ability to capture a psychopath and then rescue or capture this person here. Probably rescue and release. They blame me for what happened, but like that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to enslave them. They were free people like not long ago. So, capture and oh, it is a capture. Well, we'll do a capture and release. That's fine. Bebo, instead of relaxing socially, I need to haul corpses away. We seem to be amassing corpses in a way that I don't like. It's maybe not a good place for a weapon. So this person here is just in here. Like, they're 13, they're a psychopath, and I don't really love their skills. They're just in there for sale. And then the other one, we will release. This one. They think we betrayed them. And, you know, to their credit, like, in the chaos of war, it's sometimes difficult to tell who your enemies are. fog of war and all. So, like, maybe they thought we betrayed them. That we were the ones ganking them, but we weren't. And we could set the record straight by releasing them. Wow, Quantum! Thank you for the giant sum of gifted subs. Cheers! Ah, that's good coffee. Cheers, man. I'm glad you like the series. Bebo, get back to work. I wish I could rename Irish to, like, Iceni. It would be more accurate. And all that bear meat we bought is rotting. Yeah, because of course it is. So, prisoner, we are going to release you. We still have a little bit of meat for the grills, but I'm keeping a close eye on that. So this is only the first of 2 barns. I do intend to build the other one too. And Sashi, thank you for the bits. Guitar Lilith for the resub. And Aldres for the resub too. I suppose if they were really barns, it'd be a little bit more open than this, huh? I don't know. It really, I guess that depends. That's a lot of rain. And here we are releasing one of the prisoners. Irish is going. Lay, thank you for the resub too. Oh, and dog treats. I missed that. Here, bud. And Radlocker for bits. And hydration for me. Alright, polling. Do you work? Still no? Still no. The other thing I had mentioned in previous streams is I wanted to add like walkways to be able to get outside for once we have the middle city walls, so that there isn't just like one path in and out. And that is still the plan. So once we have a barn here, I'll for the cows and the ducks, I'll probably create a walkway out, a small gatehouse, to be able to get to that spot. Arcane Fennec, thank you for the bits too. Let's do the horses first. Trying to get out to the corpse pile is a real pain, isn't it? I mean, we want to bring the corpses like pretty far away from where people live, so there's a rhyme and reason as to why it's such a pain, but being able to deal with them in higher volume more locally would be like kind of nice, not gonna lie. And Quantum, thank you for the bits too. Oh my goodness. Quite the hype train. Cheers everyone. I'm out of coffee now. You done out cheersed me. We are out of steel, are we? Okay, we are out of coal, but we're not actually out, we just haven't hauled it. Got it. Wishbringer and Mikulski and Blue Punk Rocker, thank you for all the bits. Continual support. Too kind. And Joker, it just keeps going. We're down to water now. Yeah, I like the look. This little barn area. It's not enclosed yet? Or is it? Let's see. Let's try. Pen marker. Yep, it's a pen. Good. I'm going to put the pen marker kind of smack dab in the middle. And this will be for male horses once it's built. And then this one's all set too. This is for female horses. Stallions and mares. I think I am going to suspend granite cutting, because all of the granite stone cutting is taking priority over coal. Given my current wood, maybe tell the trees to auto-cut? Yeah, maybe. My wood is actually not as bad as it looks. It's just we haven't hauled it. I have like 800 wood available to me. We just need to physically move it to where it will, you know. So it isn't. It really, truly isn't as dire as it appears to be. I'm on polling. You are driving me batty. Yeah, currently there's only one mare. Exactly. And I'm not really intending to build too many breed too many mares. Because, you know, I don't want an explosion of animals to have to take care of. Ooh. Well, actually, that's probably a good thing. What slave is close by to be able to empty that? Ionis, let's have you do it. Looks like our fertilizer, sort of, we used it up, like, in a way that I didn't think was possible given the amount that we had. Alright, animals. Female horse. And male horse. And then over here, I'm going to boot out horses from both. So the horse barns are done. We did, I think at this point, the amount of resources we have, we could afford, bedding. And yeah, here's that vent we wanted. Good. Elbow's been making... Actually, I think I forced him to make steel, so he's like neglecting his own needs to make steel. Which is not exactly what I wanted him to do. I'm going to disallow the quarrying for the granite so that all of the things that need to be hauled are finally going to get hauled. Because it's been a long time. Mostly because they've just been working on other things. So hauling dead bodies and hauling coal and iron and, you know, everything else. Devil Strand looks like it's coming up. Yeah, it does. I'm definitely excited about that. The more fertile plots in there are getting ready. So the next project was the other barn. I think what I'll do is this will be like a universal barn where it's all the other critters gender separated with a second smaller barn for when we want to interbreed them. So it's 3 barns. It's a male barn, a female barn, and a breeder barn. So what it's going to look like is I want this path here to come down this way. So we'll be breaching from the inner to middle city walls. And then this is going to be a road that eventually goes cobbled all the way around the inner city walls. Meaning that the barn starts around here. And let's see. I am going to want the geothermal geyser to provide heat to all 3 types of barns. $48? Okay. 48 and 40. Okay, yeah. They don't necessarily need to be exactly size equivalent. Probably keeping the females in the northern one, because the females are the ones that are going to have eggs and milk, right? And then the males can be in the other one. And I keep a lot fewer males. So in fact, I'm going to go so far as to say the other barns can be a lot smaller, because I don't keep an equal number gender-wise. I keep a lot fewer males. And then this is the temporary breeder barn. And the breeder barn is, you know, the barn that we use when we want to expand the population for the animals that are in there. So something like that. And then as far as the fences go, for now, and this might change, but for now I'm going to give them a massive swath of a physical area so that the likelihood of me having to actually feed them something is very low. Because I'm not really using this area yet. And I can obviously shrink this on demand, you know, when we need to shrink it down. And then the breeder barn is going to be a much smaller one. Mostly because when we do breed animals, there's not going to be a whole lot of animals like thrown into the breeder barn at any given time. So I'll make it a little bit more, a little bit larger than that, just so that they're not squashed. But yeah, it's not a barn that I suspect I'm going to have to use very often. Oh, that's actually not where I want the gates. Oops. So for these, it's just going to be... Let's do wooden doors. I might end up making it look a little bit fancier, we'll see. Yeah, it's about the same cost, actually, just to go straight down to the wall. So something along those lines. Okay, looks good. And then, lest we forget, I will just pat this up now. It's a big project. Maybe one could even argue out of scope of what you voted on, but might as well get it done. Because then I have to worry a lot less about the animals and have to supply them a lot less frequently with supplemental foodstuffs. All right, polling. Yes, no, probably no. Why would it work, right? As far as the doors go here, I might just use something as simple as like a forced open granite door, as the likelihood of enemies coming in here and then pivoting down to an alternative entry point is just very low. Plus, if they tried that, we could stop them. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 23rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow legionaries.